I've been on a mission since last summer to completely transform every aspect of my life. And in the time that's passed, I have lost 65 pounds naturally. I've completely fallen in love with my fitness and health journey. I am sober. I don't drink any alcohol anymore. I'm a reader. I've completed 75 hard. I've grown my social media platforms. I've become a better employee, a better wife, a better daughter, and so much more. And something I absolutely swear by that I think is so helpful with the self-improvement journey is doing monthly reflections to really look at where I did well, where I could improve, so I can make a plan to do even better in the month ahead. Today's monthly review is going to be for the month of September. Let's see how I did. So starting with my weight loss and my workouts, I started the month at 154.5 and ended the month at 156.2. Part of the reason I think my weight went up is because I did finish 75 hard Labor Day weekend. So naturally, after getting off of the strict diet and the double workouts, I went up a little bit, although I am back down since then. I did have 2 workout related goals for the month of September. I set 6 kind of overarching goals for every month. One of them was to do 10 weightlifting workouts. I do Sydney Cummings workout videos here on YouTube. She has tons of them. I did not hit that goal. I only did 8. And then another was to do 5 30-minute runs. I'm trying my best to get into running. It's something I want to get better at and really build my stamina for. I did not do 5. I only did 4. So I definitely fell a little short when it came to my workouts in September. As far as my nutrition goes, during 75 hard, I was following a very strict diet where I had to stay under 2,000 calories a day and hit a 100-gram daily protein goal. After finishing 75 hard, I did still stick with some of the habits like my morning protein coffee, which I absolutely love. I do a scoop of Clean Simple Eats protein every single morning in my coffee. It's so good. I also eat a lot of barbells. I love to eat snack plates. I did, after 75 hard, keep my FitnessPal and keep paying for it. And now in October, I am back to logging most of the foods because I have a protein goal I'm working towards. And overall, I do think I let myself have a little bit more freedom. I was having some desserts. I have such a sweet tooth, but there's always room for improvement, and it's okay to have a little bit of, sweets and things you like and to enjoy it. And for my birthday, I had lots of red velvet cake, which I love, and I don't regret it. For reading is a habit I've really gotten so much more into over the past year and a half. I do read pretty much strictly nonfiction or self-help type books. I just want to be able to have exposure to new ideas. I want to learn more. And one of the books that I finished in September, Ultra Processed People, it was a challenge. Let me tell you, it was probably the hardest book I've read since this whole journey started a year and a half ago. It just was very sciencey. It kind of read like a textbook, but it was very interesting to learn a lot more about nutrition. Right now, I'm reading The Miracle Morning for Salespeople. I have read The Miracle Morning and I'm doing the Miracle Morning 30-day challenge right now, but I wanted to read the one specifically for salespeople just to expose me to new ideas and to give me some extra motivation and energy towards my sales career, because right now I'm going through a lot of changes with that. And so I think it's really helpful to read about other salespeople and some of the things they do to stay successful and to stay motivated. Something I think is so important to reflect on is your social life and your family. I really, at the beginning of my journey of self-improvement and weight loss, I really neglected my social life, and that is not good. It's good to have connections. It's good to have a circle of people around you. What are all these achievements and celebrations worth if you don't have anyone to celebrate with? So this past month, I did amazing. I'll give myself a little pat on the back. I had so many calls with different coworkers, with different friends, with different family members. I feel like a lot of my relationships are deepening and improving. For my birthday, I also got to connect with just a lot of people that were reaching out, wishing me happy birthday, which was so nice. So honestly, on this category, category, I think I crushed it in the month of September. For my sobriety, I have been sober since July 21st of 2024. I had no issues, no temptations, nothing in the month of September. It does get easier over time, so if anyone is sober curious, just know that the more time that passes, at least for me, the easier it gets. I still am around people that are drinking, but it's really not as much of an issue as it used to be. I did also post a sobriety journey video on my YouTube channel. So if you're curious about that and want to hear me talk more about my journey with alcohol, feel free to check out that video after this one. For my social media growth, I grew 1,700 subscribers on YouTube in the month of September, 180 followers on TikTok, and about 600 on Instagram. If you don't follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I have the same username, just at the Jennifer Madison. And if you're not subscribed here on YouTube, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I did have a social media related goal, which was for my members only content, and it was to post 4 members only shorts and to update the emojis. As part of the membership, you get access to custom emojis that you can use. I did not update the emojis and I only posted 2 members only shorts. I have been posting more in the month of October, and I do plan to continue putting more exclusive content out there. So if you want to check out the members only channels, you can, and you get some perks. It's all down below if you want to check it out. For work, I do have a corporate 9 to 5, or I guess really 8 to 5 job, if you will. I'm in sales. I do enjoy sales. I feel like I'm a people person and I love to chat. So, you know, what better job for me out there? In the month of September, I did have 3 deals, which is really exciting. And yeah, it's always a great feeling to have a lot of deals. It goes up and down. Some months I don't have any, but it was my best month of the year so far. So already looking forward to that commission check. I did set a goal to hit 1,500 activities. Activities are like calls, emails, text. Our expectation is 1,200, but I just wanted to like go above and beyond and push myself, and I did hit the 1,500. For decluttering, I did not do anything specific in the month of September to declutter my home. I do feel like it's been kind of a never-ending journey, and part of the reason why is because I keep buying things, but there are still a lot of areas in my home, particularly my office, that I need to like go through and declutter my drawers and just continue getting rid of stuff. I just feel like I have so much stuff. So that is a journey that I am still on. For 75 Hard, I did complete it the second time now in early September. It was actually Labor Day weekend that I completed it, and I'm so happy that I did it again. I'm now doing the Live Hard program, which is a full year-long program created by Andy Frisella, who is the creator of 75 Hard. So I'll go more into that in a separate video just about Live Hard and what all it entails. But just know that I am not done with double workouts. I am planning to do a full 75 Hard video that I'm gonna try to get out in November. I did weekly vlogs. I have hours of footage to get through, but I do want to condense it down into just like one video that people can watch if you want to just see the whole video all in one, like see the whole journey. So that'll be coming soon. Next, let's go through my monthly expenses. This is everything I put on credit cards in the month of September. I do pay my credit cards off every month, so here's what I spent, starting with the highest category first. First, we have clothing. It is often my highest category. I feel like I'm always buying clothing just because I have been going through this weight loss journey, and I will get stuff and then it doesn't fit me again. Anyway, I spent $501.91 on clothing this past month. The biggest single item that I bought was my new running shoes. They were a little over $150, and then I did buy just a few new pieces for work. My next highest expense was groceries. I spent $366.93 on groceries this past month. Both my husband and I buy groceries, and we just like take turns. Whoever is out goes and buys it. And I have gotten questions before on like why my husband and I have separate accounts. Honestly, it's just not something I've gotten to yet. Like I am still in the process of changing my last name. So one day we'll get those combined. The third highest category I have is my car related expenses. Now this is gas, a parking ticket, and just some parking. So I spent $98.34. My next highest expense is accounting services. I paid $95 a month for an accountant. This is a more recent expense that we started having just because the social media income started becoming way too complex. Like I'm getting some money from YouTube, some money over here, some money over there. So it was too much for Greg and I to handle. My next highest expense is restaurants at $77.63. This is never a super high expense because even though I do think I go to restaurants a decent amount or, get takeout a decent amount, it's usually my husband that's paying for it. So $77.63 is probably just from when I was going out with girlfriends for meals. Next, I have subscriptions and apps at $55.41. This is higher. Over the past few months, it's been getting a little higher. I do pay for YouTube Premium, which I think is so worth it. I pay for additional Apple storage, and then I have a few apps I pay for. My Fitness Pal, I have the 75 Hard app. Those things just add up. Next, I have CVS at $21.01, and this was just to get a new passport photo because I need a new passport. Because again, I'm still going through the process of changing my last name. And finally, I have coffee at $16.56. It was much lower this past month than it is usually. And I did get coffee a few times that friends bought me, so I need to get some of them coffees or lunch or something back because that is so thoughtful. And that makes my grand total $1,232.79. One of these days, I will just have a wardrobe full of clothes that fit me and that I like, and hopefully my expenses are less by then, but I do fear it's just gonna be a never-ending, my body changing and then having to get new clothes, but we do what we can. So last but not least, let's go through the 6 goals I set for the month of October. My first goal is to hit 50K on YouTube. I'm so close and I think I can hit it. My next goal is to post 10 YouTube shorts. These could be either members only or they could be available to everyone, but I just want to get in the habit of posting more shorts because I think it's fun and it's good just to share a little bit extra with you guys. Next, I do want to get monetized on TikTok. You need to have over 10,000 followers, which I do have, but then also 100,000 views within the past month, which I don't. So I want to be more consistent over there too. And if you guys don't have TikTok, that is also something I want to do, is be posting more of the TikToks on YouTube Shorts for those that don't have that platform so you can still see them. My fourth goal is to complete some social media admin. This is just some back end stuff. I want to set up an LLC. I need to make a new bank account, just do some things that my accountant has recommended that honestly I've been putting off. So I've now made it a goal so I can hold myself accountable. Next is to hit 1,200 activities at work. Like I mentioned, this is the expectation already, but I'm going to be taking a few days of PTO in October. And also because we've transitioned to full-time in the office, I am just adjusting to trying to get work done now, surrounded by people at all times. In the past, when I had to work from home days, I would get a lot of work done when I was at home because you just don't get as much done at the office, or at least I don't. I mean, I'm in sales. My job is to be calling people. It's harder to do that when you're around a bunch of people and that can just be distracting. So I'm making my goal what my expectation already is so that I can at least hold myself accountable there and continue pushing myself. And last but not least, my goal is to complete the Miracle Morning 30-day challenge. I should be done on the last day of October. I'm about 2 weeks in right now as I'm filming this, and I do really like it so far. It's been nice, and I definitely think some of the habits I'm going to be continuing post-challenge. Speaking of challenges, I also recently started stage 2 of the Live Hard program, so I am busy, but it is good and I'm getting through it. I'm managing my time the best I can. I'm focusing on my healthy habits, and I do like to have things that I'm working towards. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. And if you didn't notice, I did do a middle part for today's video. So let me know if you like it in the comments below, or if you think I should go back to the side part, because I don't know, I'm kind of liking it. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.